Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution, where I may have just made a huge mistake. And no, not with keeping my guests safe. I'm actually pretty excited that Isaac is very happy that somehow I have managed not to have any guest eaten by carnivores for 4 minutes. I have no idea how. I guess we have enough money that we could just like bribe people if that happened. Oh look, there goes a security goat. Thank goodness they're still okay. But yeah, I'm not talking about huge mistakes in terms of our guests being eaten by some of our carnivores, because our only carnivore right now is Kriya, and she is absolutely fantastic. I'm talking about a huge mistake in the fact that I actually put the monorail into some of our areas, and I think it actually makes the dinosaurs panic when the monorail goes overhead. So we're going to need to keep a very close eye on that, because I caught a few of them in the hatching field running for their lives and like panicking. And now that it's over, they seem okay. But who I really do not want to have panic is Kriya. Kriya. Kriya? Kriya? Oh, there you are, Kriya. Jeez, don't scare me like that, Kriya. I was really worried for a second there. Yeah, she's totally fine. She can be in a population with some of the other dinosaurs. And she has a really high rating. Good grief. Dinosaur rating through the roof over here. We may want to actually work on giving her somebody to hang out in here with her. But I think that she's happiest on her own as a solitary predator. So, I don't know. We'll look into that. But we've got a lot to do. So let's carry on, because I do want to go back to the other island and release some of the new dino DNA that we have discovered. But, you know, we've got something else that I forgot I even had in here. I totally forgot we even had some Draco Rex ready to go. But let's go ahead and release them. Sorry about that, my friends. We do have a brand new dinosaur. Oh, it's so cute! Oh my gosh! I love it! The Draco Rex! I love it! Look at it! Oh my goodness. It reminds me of Chocobo. That's what it reminds me of from Final Fantasy. I really love it. I really love it. It's very lonely. All hail the Dragon King, the Draco Rex. Sounds so intimidating, but it's just a plant eater. However, just in case they do rule the earth again, don't tell them I said that. Well, Mr. Finch, you've got quite the sense of humor there, don't you? All right, we're going to go ahead, and this is actually going to be Latte, the Draco Rex, after one of the names that you guys have suggested. Kind of an interesting one, but I think it sort of it weirdly fits, because somehow this one is really cute to me. I really like it. And social's very low, population is going up. So let's keep an eye on Parker. So our Triceratops are tolerant of the new Draco Rexes being added. And Draco Rexes plural, yes, because I was thinking they might want to be in a group since they're herbivores, and got another one up and going. We unfortunately lost one egg in between the incubations, so we're going to want to research more of those genomes soon. But here we go. I think I have a new best favorite. The roosters will always have a place in my heart, but I think Draco Rex, like authentic and deep excitement, to be honest, about seeing the Draco Rex here. And they tolerate only a small population, so we'll probably always keep this particular field. We might call it the grasslands, and we might always, well, it's a mix of forest too. We'll call it Three-Horn Point, and it will always have less dinosaurs in the hatching fields, because these guys don't like crowds. So let's go ahead, and this one is going to be Kiwi, which I really like, because Kiwis are also some of my favorites. But I think I'm in love, you guys. Like the kind of love where I want to pick up a book and do research and learn more about these Draco Rexes, because they are amazing. Let's see, did I get any more of their fossils wherever we just were at? Ooh, that's a lot. Ooh, that's some really good DNA there. Ankylosaurus DNA, yes! Alright, and we're going to need to start selling some of these pretty soon. I'll sell the low quality turtle fossil here. But we're going to need to make some room for our expedition teams. I'm going to send them out to try to get some more Ankylosaurus and Draco Rex DNA from the Hell Creek Formation. And I'm really in love with them. We've got some Henrys. We've got some spikes hanging out in here with our Triceratops and now our Draco Rex. So everything here has a little bit more of an edge to it, which I kind of like. All right, and a feeder needs resupplied. We can totally add that as a task. Is it Kriya's again? It is indeed Kriya's again. That's very important to make sure that it stays up and going so that Kriya doesn't decide to do something. She's so well behaved. I don't know if I would be upset if she did, like, angry at her. It wouldn't be her fault. I need to take good care of her. Like, I really like her a lot. But let us go ahead and rename this viewing gallery so that it will look over at the we'll just go with 3-horn point. And that is what this area is going to be. And we're going to rename this hotel. Let's go with the Jagged Jungle Hotel. So that, there we go. Does it do anything special? I guess it just increases the capacity. But that'll be the Jagged Jungle Hotel. Increase your island rating to 4.5 stars. Huh. And that would make security happy. That might take me a while, buddy. That might take me a while. But I'll take that. And I'll get rid of the success rate and this. I need to get rid of a couple contracts because they're chewing up room and I can't do anything with it. So let's actually terminate this contract and let's terminate the designer dinosaur contract because I can't even research that dinosaur yet. And let's request a new contract with entertainment because make at least 20,000 from the sale of items on sale found on expeditions. Oh my gosh. I can handle that like now actually. So he wants me to make 20,000 or 200,000, excuse me, off of the sale of items from expeditions, and I just did it. Buried treasure. Okay, don't let this go to your head, but that was some very impressive work on the contract. Thank you. And I think, yes, we have unlocked the Savannah jeans. Oh, that makes me happy. So rep is off the charts. You're getting a reward from the entertainment division for your work on the island. Thank you. Awesome. What can I give that new, can I have some new roosters? Tell me. Okay, Savannah, you can have Savannah roosters now, guys. We can have arid and Savannah roosters. Let's do this. Let's make sure they are the longest living ones possible. Okay, actually, we have that new immune response. Lifespan would go up to 102. All right, let me make sure I can get some new names prepared. Just because you guys are pretty awesome. And let's see. Let's see. And then, all right. Oh my goodness. All right, there we go. Sorry, I had to pull up a little list of new names because I love naming the dinosaurs after you guys. How long can we make this rooster live? Immune response 2 in 2 locations to fill in the DNA. Viability is now down to 62, even though we have researched this one 100%. I think it's worth it though, because then we would have an extremely long-lived savanna pattern rooster. Let's do this. Go for it. All right, fingers crossed that that'll actually work out. And we can actually add in upgrades, can't we, to increase the success rate. I should actually install the success rate 2 to increase the success rate better. And reaction speed, rapid nutrient delivery increases dinosaur growth by 10%. So let's go ahead and add that upgrade as well. I really should. Oh, the fossil center can have upgrades. Extraction speed, inventory space. Yes. Hello. I didn't even notice that. Okay, so we can advanced computer mainframes improve DNA extraction by 10% across all island sites. What? Why have I not noticed that before? Give me more extraction for DNA extraction. I think right now we'll focus on DNA extraction. I didn't even notice that we were missing out on upgrades there. So cool. All right, we've got some new fossils. Let's see, Triceratops and Dracorex. Those are worth researching. All right, now I'm getting a little excited. We want to save the other stuff over here for another island. Let's keep going on that Ankylosaurus. I want to get one of those guys in too. All right, so let's see what else we can do. I want to take on another. Oh no! Who was it? Henrietta II! No! Oh my goodness. Oh, it's a tragedy. Oh, it's a tragedy. All right. Well, let's come on over. We've got to remove Henrietta II. There we go. Well, now we know what we're going to name the new one that we just have brewing up inside of the hatch labs at least. All right. Well, let's carry on. We do need to do more research. Let's see. And let's continue to do research on robust digestion. Once we have completed all of the research on this island, by the way, which we're pretty close to doing, and extracted a few more DNA bits and pieces, then we'll go ahead and bounce back to the other island to get it up and going, because we're behind on it quite a bit. The Dracorex, oh my gosh. You guys, did you see how beautiful Kiwi is? Yeah, like... I know so many of you have been hardcore dinosaur fans since you were tiny, and I'm kind of like the silly one because it's been a slower thing for me to become equally as fascinated in them. But this is one of those moments where even if it is not the most accurate presentation of what a Dracorex would have looked like, I'm really grateful that this exists to enchant people to wonder about what the world used to be like, what used to roam. And maybe care a little bit more about what roams right now today. Okay, my teacher self is showing because I'm enchanted with it, but I highly approve of how detailed that is. I can just imagine all of you younger ones especially, or older like me, watching it and going, wait a second, you know what? I'm really curious now and wanting to see what you could learn about prehistoric life. Like that's what it should be all about. So I'm really happy. Sorry. that just took me by surprise. Can we unlock the restaurant? I would love to be able to unlock the restaurant really quickly. So what? There's a whole new dino that you can unlock with the science group. What? Okay. And let's do a little bit more research. Genetic. There we go. Brain aging. We're doing research on brain aging. But we will want to move back to the other island soon because Ankylosaurus DNA, even if it's bad, we'll go ahead and take it. Let's go ahead and try, let's try down here, the Lance Formation. But we'll go ahead and, oh, there's a disease. Who has a sickness? It's Squawkney! Squawkney, what have you got? Oh, the common cold. Well, let's take care of that really quickly before we have it spread to everybody. Ranger team, add task. Let's take care of Squawkney. There we go. That'll be maintained. Wonderful. And I love the transport. Hopefully the monorails won't freak my dinosaurs out too much. We're really a little worried about that. Oh no, somebody has died? Who was it? Was it Squawkney? No, Squawkney, you've just got the common cold. Who died? Kriya! No! The death of truly a magnificent carnivore. Oh, this is so sad. Kriya has died of old age, my friends. She has left us. We no longer have such a gentle tyrant giant anymore, and somebody, probably the security team, is sabotaging my power areas. But phooey on them because, hey, guess what? My only carnivore just died. However, we do have some Dilophosaurus that we could consider going ahead and adding in instead. That is actually a possibility now. We have unlocked the Dilophosaurus. We have not gotten it high enough, I feel comfortable modifying their DNA. But we could try out a little group of Dilophosaurus and see how they do if we have them. Do they have like a easy to read star rating? They do not, but Kriya was really popular is the thing. She had a super high star rating, and even like my Triceratops don't have a very high star rating, unfortunately. Personally, I think they should. I wish it would tell you like which ones have the highest rating for your dinos. That would be really nice if you could find out. Visibility is a little low on the dinos, so we want to increase that. But oh, that's just so sad. Kriya, rest in peace, Kriya. Rest in peace. I think I kind of want to get Kriya, but we haven't seen the Dilophosaurus yet, and this does open up the opportunity for us to go ahead and try out a brand new type of dinosaur. So I'm beginning to lean towards that, and we'll go ahead and sell that DNA, and we'll send out another expedition to the Lance Formation, because why not? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll try that out. And if we regret everything, we can build them a new area and transport them. But let's go ahead and build, there we go, a new fence. We'll take out the old fence, and we're going to try making a couple Dilophosaurus. They're very expensive, so hopefully maybe they'll bring a ton of fame to our park. So there is that possibility. We can make them savanna patterned to holy cow, dramatically increase how interesting they would be to everybody. And we can also increase their lifespan quite a bit with the immune response, but the viability would be down under 50% if we did that. Ooh. All right, let's try increasing their visibility, or like what their not their visibility, their, yeah, actually, like, let's change how they look first. And then, yeah, it doesn't really increase their rating enough. I want to risk modifying them any other way. And they're going to be 1 million to research these two. But we're going to go ahead and put 1 million into researching these guys. I should actually have added in, whoops, I should have probably installed a couple success rates to that. So, all right. And we can add in quite a few things. Let's just put in 2 success rates twos there. And hopefully that'll help. So, all right, there's that. Let's see if I can take on another one. I want to get the restaurant unlocked. So let's see if I can bring on another contract. Request a new contract from the island. Release. I don't have that group, so we're going to have to request another one in a minute. I don't have that dino that he wants so badly. Yeah, and the death of Korea has actually really hurt our rating in the park, so we're going to try to pull it back up. And one of the other things we can try to pull it back up is actually provide our guests. They want to have a better way to view our dinosaurs. So let's try this out. We're going to try a viewing platform, which we have not used yet. And it dramatically increases the range that people can see into the various exhibits with. And I feel like that could be really cool, especially over here. Like, you could really increase the range that they could see our Dilophosaurus, which I think would make people very happy. Look, and you can increase the range with the monorail. That is so cool. I really like that too. So we're going to go ahead and put one right here. And increase your guest count to 110 guest total. I don't like crowds. They're unpredictable. But there's no getting around the fact that they are important to the park. So let's go look over this contract and do what you think is best. All right, let's go ahead and accept that because I'm pretty sure security. People are afraid of what they don't understand. But these islands and the dinosaurs that inhabit them, because of me, I did that. Let's see. Can change that fear to something else. Hope, maybe. And I actually agree with you. I actually agree with you for once, Owen. Because I do... Here we go. We'll go ahead and give people access to the visibility platform, the viewing platform. Hopefully they'll be able to see the Dilophosaurus. We need to try incubating a new one, though. Alright, there you go. Yeah, we have very little DNA on them, so that's kind of a bit of a pinch. And we need to increase the visitor count. Maybe the Dilophosaurus will do it, or maybe adding in another hotel kind of at the back here would do it. So we could swing around, have a hotel back here, a little shopping area back here, and add in more of our big, like maybe some carnivores back here as well. So it's a little more dangerous at the back, but I could see that working. All right, let's go ahead and bring this over. And we're going to sort of curve it around. There we go. And yeah, I want it to... Can't really see what I'm doing. I want it to curve along and follow, there we go, this fence line, and then we'll go ahead, where's the edge? Yeah, we'll come up and we can add in another viewing area back here actually. Okay, and we'll make it sort of straight back here. Well, maybe I do want to make it like a little curved, so we start here and then because how close does the viewing platform need to be? Pretty darn close, actually. All right, well, let's come this way. Is it curved or... All right, there we go. And we'll put a viewing platform back there. And then I need to figure out where the hotel goes first, actually. So let's try adding in another hotel. And this will be the more dangerous hotel. This is where you come if you really want to live on the edge. And you really want to be right where the carnivores are, right overlooking where our Dilophosauruses will be. So I hope you guys are ready for this. All right, there we go. There's a little area. I wish I could decorate a little bit more. And let's put in a better viewing platform on this side somehow. You are not allowed to be obstructed. There we go. Viewing platform right here. A viewing gallery even. And it needs a power substation. No problem. I've got that. I can get that up and going in just a second. Okay, substation. Right over on this side. We'll connect you right there. Substation will be active in a second. We've got a new hotel. Got a new little path. Guests are very happy with everything. And I have closed off the right fencing. So, as soon as the other Dilophosaurus is done, we will go ahead and we will release them and have some Dilophosaurus today. Okay, and hopefully the new hotel will assist us in bringing some new guests back. And I guess we can go ahead and possibly think about adding in some more places for them to shop back here while they're at it. Like, hey, you want to risk it for the biscuit by coming back here? Then we can get you a series of little shops built as well. So that might be kind of fun. Let's build a little gift shop right here. And then what about, I want to put a restaurant right over here. So maybe I'll wait till we have the restaurant and figure out how big it's going to be. Or I guess we could always just bulldoze it and build a new one, since that's how you do it here. All right, entertainment. Successfully incubate a carnivore. I'm on it. Maybe that'll give us the boost we need. I'm literally doing that right now. All right, new hotel. Definitely need to upgrade my power stations if we're going to have so many groups. Improved output 2. Upgrade. Upgrade. How much are you putting out now? I hope it's putting out enough. Now it's putting out 81. And we have another... Oh, this one has like a ton of unused power. Jeez. All right. And we have successfully incubated a carnivore and made the entertainment division happy with us. They want more entertainment too. They want to be able to see... There we go. Creating a miracle. You made that look easy. Just be sure you don't make the rest of us look bad. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Management's going pretty well. Yes, the restaurant has been researched. All right, my friends. We now have the restaurant available. And let's look over its stats really quickly. It's going to bring in top quality food and some good drinks. And it will hopefully provide our guests with everything they're looking for as they come back and enjoy. Oh, here we go. As they come back and enjoy the viewing of our Dilophosaurus. Hopefully that was pretty on top of things. So we're gonna put them down, and then let's go ahead and let's put down another one of the gift shops right over here as well. Hopefully we can have a little path. I wish I could put it like over here, but that's just not gonna, that's gonna be blocked no matter what I do. So let's see, terrain constraints. You know what? We'll build it right over here and go between the two. There. All right. A brand new area. We have the jagged jungle for the Triceratops zone. And now we're going to have the let's see, the shadows, I guess? I guess we'll call this the shadows. And this is where the carnivores are going to be. And we'll build another carnivore exhibit over here. So we're on it. We're on it slowly but surely. I want to make sure that restaurant comes into play. There we go. Yeah, the restaurant's good to go. What does it serve? Snackosauruses? No. We're gonna have you can have Jurassic noms. We're straight up going for the Giganto steak. Let's increase the staff over here, and we're going to increase the price. Are you kidding? If you want to come and eat here, okay, we can get people. The sweet spot seems to be, okay, you can actually see right about here, $39 seems to be total profit. Let's lower the staff management by a couple, and it'll increase the guests that can come. Okay, there we go. We'll add more staff when we need more guests. So yeah, no, that's going to be super fancy. And we need a cool name for the gift shop back here. And we're going to be selling night vision goggles over here. Like, that is what's going to be happening. Night vision goggles. Let's see what the sweet spot seems to be. Around 300s. So if we do it about, let's see, 290. All right, if we do it about here, then we can actually make a bit of a profit. And night vision goggles are going to be sold for the shadows. So you can come over and get a chance to see. Our brand new Dilophosaurus, which is so cool. Look at that pattern. Oh, that's more like it. That's definitely more like it. All right. All right. So here they are. We need a little bit more power, but they will hunt by scent. Hopefully they will bring in a lot of attraction. Let's see how big they need things to go. We have a small power outage. Yeah, I don't think so. Thank goodness I have an excessive number of power stations by accident, because now I don't have to worry about that. All right, let's add a task. We need to come over. Yeah, somebody, I bet it's the science division. Oh, the science division's mad at me now. Okay, we're gonna have to work with them for a little while. But we need a few more. We need a few more of these guys up and going. They look really cool. Social's up a bit. Let's learn a little bit more about them. A small theropod which feeds on any source of meat. They form one of the largest theropod social groups and don't tolerate many dinosaurs from other species in their territory. They need roughly equal grassland and forest regions. Small carnivore, has a bit of an appetite, and it's susceptible to hookworms. So we're going to need to really keep an eye out for that, because we don't have anything, I think, to treat hookworms unless they count as just your generalized, there we go, sort of gut parasite. Also, this is going to be JD, named after a very, very long-running like member of our community who has been with us for quite a while. So JD, welcome to the park. And this one is going to be Runa. There we go. And these are 3-star rating dinosaurs. Not quite as much as I wanted, but we need to be able to modify them a bit more to add more to their rating. So we'll see what we can do. And it'll be really interesting to have a whole bunch of them. So we might want to start getting more of them going, but adding them back in kicked up our star rating quite a bit. They will not tolerate others around them. So we'll just have to keep a large group of them over here and hope that it's enough to keep the guests who come to use the viewing platform very happy, because now they have 2 visible dinosaurs, but soon it will be an entire group of them. So we'll get a whole pack going. All right, let's go ahead and incubate another one. They're very expensive to take care of, but we've got this. All right, now as we unlock more buildings and we start working on more and more different DNA pieces, and we're balancing out all of our relationships with all of the different members of our team, we're starting to really get going. It's picking up, guys. It's really picking up. And what I would really love to do next is figure out a way where we could get our expeditions going all over the world so we could really start discovering some new dinos. So next time, we'll probably go back over to the other island, and we might have a few Dilophosaurus over there, well, eventually, when I can afford to get them. And we'll have to see what we can pull off. So is there anything else to research? There's a few, let's see, nothing there. Nothing here. And ensure no more than 4 guest facilities, or more guest fatalities. Got it. And I think the only other thing we can really add is a few power upgrades. So let's do a couple upgrades over here. And I think that will be good. Yeah, I think we'll be good from there. All right, what do we have? Yes, and the Ankylosaurus is ready. Okay, maybe we'll add in like 1 Ankylosaurus over here, have to say. All right, so I think we're about ready to move back to the other island, because I want to get it up to level, or to stars, 3 stars, and start being able to explore more of our DNA areas. So I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.